I've taken a few moments to relax after what just happened. I think I've made my peace with it. So, it's time to bring eternal peace to the Mad King Gangrel. Here we go. Chapter 11, the big finale of this part of the game. And we begin already in Villain Land. Yeah, since when do you not viciously kill your scouts? Well, we do have some pretty good event tile weapons, and pretty much the best weapons we can obtain at this point in the game. And our stats are much better than yours, and we have supports. I think you should reverse that statement. Really? This is kind of funny because that line about breaking wind was not in the Japanese version, and what's actually really interesting is Aversa is much more supportive of Gangrel in the Japanese version, or at least she does a much more job of convincing him she's being supportive. This sequence, though, I do feel was localized a bit better than it was in the Japanese version. I mean, I think the localized version's a bit better than the Japanese version. Now, there's a really interesting thing about Gangrel's entire worldview that you don't actually get very much in the game itself. There was a bit of supplementary information on the Japanese Fire Emblem Awakening website. They had an entire website dedicated to background information for Awakening, and some of it was really interesting. There's one that takes place around the time of this conversation, and it explains a lot of things about Gangrel's worldview and how he came to be the man he is today. I might try and talk about it later if I get the chance. Yeah, Aversa, don't hug this one, please. Oh no, the screen faded to black. That can't have ended well for him. R.I.P. poor generic messenger. We hardly knew you.
What?
Well, their army's already in disarray. That's pretty impressive. Ah, if only that was the case in Chapter 10. Then we wouldn't have had to fight those guys. Oh, yeah, try and stamp out a mutiny by force. That'll make your troops like you again. If only we'd realized this back in Chapter 10. All those people back then were... they probably didn't want to fight us. They would have been willing to just let us pass, and we kind of killed them all for experience.
Sister.
But, I mean, at least Emeryn achieved the effect that she wanted, even though she didn't think she would.
Right.
But it's not time to dwell on that. It's time we ended this war once and for all. So, here we are. Now that bird flying over here, there are some people who actually have interesting theories about that bird. It looks like the same bird that appeared in Emeryn's death cutscene. So, maybe it is an indication that Emryn is indeed watching over us. But, let's just talk about this map firstly. This is a very big map. It's one of the largest we've seen so far. There are forests here, but there's a lot of wide open space, and that means get used to enemies being able to move a very long distance. It's pretty much the complete opposite to all these desert maps that we've faced so far. And get used to large movement ranges, especially from Gangrel himself. He is the boss of this map. he will move if you get into his range. And he's pretty dangerous, as you can see by those stats. Now, you can feel free to press his description now. His description no longer contains spoilers, so I don't know why they didn't give him this description back when he originally appeared. He has the lock touch skill, which is completely useless, but lucky 7, which means that for the first 7 turns of this fight, he's going to have plus 20 to accuracy and evasion. That is actually pretty dangerous. Good to see you've practiced your evil laughing, Gangrel. Also, I heard you appeared as a giant floating head in the Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem trailer. How'd that feel? Anyway, this Dragonstone is why I said that Noe will be having a new Dragonstone soon. Yes, he does drop this, but I mean, begs the question, why was he holding on to this in the first place? Interesting. He also is armed with a Levin Sword. This does magical damage, and it's a long-range weapon. Now, people who played Smash Brothers might recognize this as the weapon that Robin, aka the Avatar, uses there. They're one of the few characters who can actually use this effectively due to having decent strength and magic, but Tricksters use it pretty well too. The thing is, Gangrel is kind of handicapped by this Levin Sword. His magic is lower than his strength, so he actually would be doing more damage with a physical sword, so... The thing about this weapon is, you can't actually choose whether to use it physically or magically. It always attacks based on magic, even at close range. So, that can be an issue, but again, you'll usually only want to use it on tacticians or on tricksters. So, finally, that support thing is, not highlighted. Anyway, for some reason, there's one enemy squad that's ruffians, and the rest are Plegians. I'm guessing that would be this one thief here, so only one thief on the map. Gangrel won't try and go after the chest, don't worry. But there are 2 chests here, despite this being an outdoor map. For that reason, in my original practice run, I actually brought Gaius and Pan again, but I know they've just got married, but using them in 3 maps in a row, I kind of want to give someone else a chance. That, and I want to build up supports that aren't yet an S. So, sadly, Gaius and Pan are going to be out. But, normally I'd say, why get rid of Gaius? He's the only one we have with lockpicking ability. Not quite. We just recruited someone who... We just recruited someone who can do that. And so... Let's give Anna some use. She'll also function decently as a backup healer as well as a chest opener, so she'll have great utility all around. Sadly, she has a severe lack of support, so she won't really be able to pair up effectively, but other than that, she's probably okay. Now, as for other people we want to use, I want to bring Riken and Maribel and Vake and Cordelia, because they have not yet hit an S support. Of course, I kind of want to bring Mary Sue, because I have to bring Crom anyway. Kind of don't want Muriel. And I want Gregor here, and you'll find out why in a moment. Now, Kelm and Tharia, I know they're not at S yet, but I'm not entirely sure that I really want them in this chapter, because high movement is actually quite important here. This is a big map, and well, if you played Fire Emblem 4, you'll know that Armor Knights aren't very good on big open maps. Ah, poor Arden. Always seen as completely useless. But I do want to bring Donal and Noe, because, again, they haven't hit an S support, plus they're both ridiculous. That and I want Donal to participate in our last battle of this arc of the game, because he's amazing. And other than that, okay, so... Lissa's here, isn't she? Wait a minute, is Lissa... Oh yeah, I used Longku before. Wait a minute, where is Lissa? There she is. Yeah, I use them in skirmishes, that's why my order is a little out. So, Kelm and Tharia gone, put Lissa in, and that lets us select one more character. And as much as I want to use Virion, don't worry, Virion will get his time in the sun eventually. His waifu is going to join soon, just not yet. I actually really want to use Starl and Sully, but I'll need to drop one more character if I want to use both of them. This is a problem. This is a severe problem, because I kind of need to either drop Gregor, which is not that good, or drop Anna or something. Or drop one of these people. And I don't want to drop... See, the thing is, really, Lissa is the one who's the most expendable here, because Anna and not Cordelia. Anna and Maribel are both healers, but... Yeah... I kind of want Lissa to be in our last fight, but, Actually, I can drop Long Ku and select both of these two. I'll need to find someone else to bodyguard Lissa, but... And now I feel bad about not using them together in the first part after they've been married. This is always annoying when you have an uneven sort of deployment. Well, I mean, it's not uneven, but I want to use Gregor, and that, well, is annoying. And the fact that I also want to use Anna, who doesn't have a partner. And will never have a partner, sadly, because I don't have a male avatar. But I think this should be okay. This setup will let Lissa be able to heal more. I just need to make sure that no enemy gets to her. So, we need to make sure that we arrange our party well, because, as you can see, this side is almost entirely mages, including a sage. Yes, we have enemy promoted units here. That sage can be kind of annoying to non-magic users, so I want to have Ricken and Maribel go this way. Where are you, Ricken? There you are. And who else has decent resistance? Lissa does. Anna actually has good resistance, so I'll put Anna on this side. Cordelia's resistance is actually fairly low by Pegasus Knight standards, so... And Vake's is really low. I mean, Vake has among the worst resistance stat in the game, so... But I do kind of like using Cordelia here, but there are wind mages and they're not good for her, and Vake does terribly against them, but Vake could do a little better over this side. Despite the fact there are a lot of sword users, there are still a lot of axe users. It's kind of... Yeah, I think I might actually put Vake and Cordelia over on this side. Where's the... Oh, the Vake's right next to her. Perfect. Donal and Noe on this side. Actually, Starl and Sully need to be on this side too. And Crom and Mary Sue will probably take on the mages first, along with Ricken and Maribel and Anna, and actually Noah's good against the mages too, but I do need all the help I can get on this side, because these guys are actually quite tough. We've got some powerful physical users here, especially this guy. This guy is a promoted unit, a hero with a steel weapon, and some pretty decent stats too. This guy is actually quite a challenge, even to paired up characters, so he's actually very annoying. Not only that, but we have forts here. That can only mean one thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with some reinforcements in this chapter, and reinforcements here are actually pretty dangerous, so I'll talk more about that later, but I think I've got my group set up just fine. So, here we go.
What's this?
Gangrel, really, just stop it. Just stop.
Think again.
Yes, we're returning peace to Plegia as well as Yllis, and you'll better believe that.
Huh.
I really like the way they translated this line. This is actually the name of, I think it's the name of Gangrel's theme music in the English version. And it's a lot better than the, the Japanese one was a little more generic, but, Gangrel, you are not a shadow. Stop trying to be one. I admit after Chapter 10, he kind of does have a point.
Right.
And the power of friendship, yay! This whole stuff about friendship is actually a lot less overt than it was in the Japanese version, and I actually like the localization for doing that. The Japanese version, okay, in that version, a lot of Gangrel's dialogue in this chapter could pretty much be summed up as friendship sucks. So I'm kind of glad they made it a little bit less cheesy. Now, this line is actually really interesting, if you know the background information on the Japanese websites. You see, okay, I think this isn't very much of a spoiler. Aversa was never entirely loyal to Gangrel. But here's the interesting thing. Gangrel actually figured it out. He knew that Aversa was actually a traitor. And he realized this and sent her away before this battle. Maybe Gangrel's line here is actually partly his resentment at being betrayed by Aversa. And if you know Gangrel's history, the backstory it gives to him on the websites, Gangrel grew up in the slums, and he was constantly, he'd apparently witnessed his mother being abused and killed, or something along those lines, and he developed an obsession with becoming strong to sort of rise above his station, and eventually he became king.
Wrong.
But, as Crom says, Gangrel's kind of alienated everyone around him with his worldview. He kind of feels like he can't trust anyone anymore, and that's going to end very badly for him. Again, stop making jokes about Emmeren's death. They're really getting old now.
I'll do my best.
And finally, this character joins. And you should have joined a chapter earlier. And the reason why, you'll find out in a moment. So, before we get into this chapter, we have a new character here. We have Olivia. Technically, Olivia joined in the previous chapter, but she's not officially in our army until now. Technically, Olivia joined in the previous chapter, but she's not officially with us until now. Wow, her dancing really does make you want to do things twice. So to find out more about Olivia, click on the annotation, and I highly recommend you do this. Olivia is very important, both in gameplay and for a certain reason that makes her very, very unique. You see, Olivia is that mystery girl who can marry Crom, but only if Crom has no attachments to anyone else. I'm going to make a full video explaining this later on, because it's very difficult to do, and it is almost impossible unless you already know about it in advance. But for now, this is also the reason why I brought Gregor, because I actually want to marry Gregor and Olivia. Now, for gameplay purposes, Gregor and Olivia is quite possibly the single worst pairing for Olivia in the entire game, but I still want to do it because I like it for plot reasons. Anyway, after we've done pair-ups, I really don't think Lissa and Anna need to pair up. Time to deal with this chapter. You kind of want to lock in enemy ranges, and you don't want to advance too far. There's a whole bunch of forts here, and if you let the reinforcements in this chapter get the jump on you before you're prepared, you are in for some serious, serious pain. This chapter's reinforcements are incredibly brutal, so just watch out for that. You might want to specifically lock in the ranges of the promoted characters, because they're going to be very, very deadly. I hope Ricken will be able to take on... I kind of don't want to use Katarina's Bolt unless I really need to, because that's a very, very good tome. Okay, let's fly, Cordelia. And ride, Stully. And, walk southernly, Donald. And advance Suishly, Mary Sue. And I'll stop doing that. Now, here is what Olivia can do. By dancing, Olivia gets a little bit of experience, but she also refreshes the movement of an ally. This is incredibly amazing in a turn-based strategy game, and makes Olivia incredibly vital. Now, I'll just go ahead and switch over to Mary Sue for a moment there, to try and lure some mages. Get Anna in, but not into range, because she can't counterattack, and thus the enemies will all go for her. And Lissa go in the rear. I had a feeling they'd all end up attacking Mary Sue. I kind of want them to. That's a little more damage than I hoped. But Mary Sue and Crom are now at S, which means they'll be even more broken than they already were.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I forgot that the Avatar's resistance is actually fairly average by mage standards. Oh, come on! Ricken needed that experience more. Oh well, at least they're not going to double. So, yeah, this guy is actually pretty tough. Yeah, that thief is almost certainly going to get to that chest, but hopefully we'll be able to get rid of him. Now, this is the point where this chapter gets really, really dangerous. Because when Gangrel says more soldiers, he damn well means it. And he means a lot more soldiers. Now, in previous chapters, reinforcements generally only came once. Not so here. In this chapter, the reinforcements come relentlessly, and there are a lot of them, and I mean really a lot of them. So you need to be very careful here, or you are going to get very badly slaughtered. Don't advance too far, or you will regret it. And yeah, not even Ricking can double this guy. But I still would really like to take him down.
We'll do it together.
Come on, critical, please, critical. Nope. And now I'm going to need some healing. Fortunately, we've brought quite a few healers for this purpose. Heal's going to do the same, isn't it? Yes, it will.
Yeah, thanks.
And Lissa needs to use the physics staff, which only has one use left. And okay, let's see. I kind of want to lure as many of these enemies as possible without getting completely destroyed. Because and you are doing utterly pathetic damage. But if I do that, then Crom is going to get hit by that mage. Okay, let's just finish you with Crom.
I've got you.
Kind of don't want to do this, but I would like to get Crom promoted as soon as possible. And in a few chapters, you'll see why. But for now, we get a Spirit Dust, which raises magic by 2. I'll just put that in the convoy for the moment. I like to save those when characters are getting very, very badly RNG screwed. Now, thing about Olivia here. Olivia is extremely fragile. You want to keep her away from reinforcements like the plague. If those reinforcements get to her, and I actually had that happen once, and it almost ended very badly. Only a lucky dodge saved her, so... Okay, careful of that hero, because he is very, very dangerous. I'm going to send in... Okay, let's see. No, his Dragonstone's running out of uses, so... And I would attack you with Cordelia, except you have Wind and Wyvern Riders incoming. Again, I kind of want to stay out of that hero's range for the time being. Do any of you have hand axes? Steel, steel, hand, and steel. Okay. One of you has a hand axe. And Stully is going to advance. I kind of want Stully to block this point, but not just yet. Who needs to experience more? You're both pretty similar, but as much as I'd rather Style use a lance here, you know what? He can do this with even a bronze sword. Gotta be very, very careful here. Don't want Lissa to get too far behind.
Nice save.
Or bad things will happen. Okay, no reinforcements yet, that's good.
I got you.
I tried to actually find some kind of guide that told you exactly when the reinforcements come. I couldn't find one, so hopefully this video will fill the gap. I mean, that's presuming that I survived this chapter. And that is... Yeah, this line is really awkward when Cordelia's already married. Cordelia has a lot of lines like that, as does Tharia. Okay, I could use a dual guard right about now. At least Cordelia's better at tanking hits than most Pegasus Knights are, so...
Learn your lesson.
That was something.
But she and Vake are working pretty well together now. Now, something about this chapter, you are going to be gaining a lot of experience here, and I mean a lot of experience. This is a... Oh, wow, nice, exactly enough to kill. And, of course, he criticals. Now! It's the law of criticals, isn't it? When you want a critical, you don't get one. When you don't need a critical, you get one. That level up was mediocre, but what the heck are you doing? Why are you going for that first chest? Yes, come to me and let me destroy you. Because I don't want to advance too far, because there are going to be reinforcements incoming, and said reinforcements are just very, very brutal, so... yeah, extremely brutal. These mages are not advancing yet, and that worries me. But I need to take down a few of these guys. I kinda would like... yeah, here's the problem with having Gregor here. Olivia can't dance for him if she's already paired up with him, so... that is a little annoying. Gotta be very careful of these forts here, because... mages are going to come out of those forts. Now, for Ricken, that shouldn't be too bad, but for anyone else, that is going to be very, very bad. Yeah, I got more uses on Elwind. Also, speaking of doing exactly enough to kill...
Luck be with us. Yes!
well, considering luck is the main stat that Ricken has going for him, luck better be with you. Also, I don't trust that tiny bit of health Ricken has lost for a moment. I definitely want to heal him. Gotta be very careful about advancing because, like I was saying, Mary Sue's resistance it's decent, but it's not the best by mage standards. Actually, Ricken's is really low by mage standards. It's only high because Maribel's supporting him. So I'll just advance cautiously, and okay, I think this goes to show just how bad regular wind tomes are in this game. Effectiveness bonus still does equal damage to a weapon with non-effectiveness bonus. That is how much regular wind tomes suck in this game. That is just... oh, that's terrible. That's just terrible.
It's all right.
What were they thinking when they made wind tomes have one might in this game?
Now that's strategy.
I mean, basic wind magic was pretty bad back in Path of Rains, but here it's just, ugh. Okay, 1 point of resistance, that's going to help you in a moment. And double level up. Crom's getting very good speed, but not so good the rest of his stats at this point. Actually, I have a very good idea of what I'd like to do, but I do not want Olivia to be in range of mages, so... I'm actually going to go ahead and move Anna here and heal.
We got this.
Because, like I said, I don't trust those few extra points of HP on Ricken. And as much as I want to do that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... yes, Olivia would get blasted in the face with magic, and that's not good. And I need to heal Cordelia, except... okay, if reinforcements come there, and then the Vake gets attacked a lot, that may end badly. Because of that... okay, unrelated to that, I'm going to put Stully up here, because, actually, equipping a lance might be effective here, because I think most of the enemies that come out of here are sword. Actually, okay, I know another hero spawns from these forts, and I think the other hero has an axe. So, I'm going to go and equip the sword here. You know what, I think it would be better if Donald and Noe stay here for the reinforcements, and I pull Cordelia back a little bit, and try and switch over here and, like, equip a hand axe or something on Vake. Because I think reinforcements are going to be incoming very, very soon. And here, I can hopefully dance for someone without putting Olivia in severe danger.
Thanks.
Oh hey, it's Olivia dancing for Vake, a support that a lot of people hate. Yeah, dancing does give a small support boost, but it's really, really small, so not like it's actually going to do all that much. Do I do this, or do I not? For now, I might as well leave Lisa back. Okay, you haven't moved. Okay. Actually, while I'm at it, may as well equip that, flying killer axe. There we go! Okay, here are the reinforcements. This is why you want to be very, very careful here.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Now, if Ricken would dual guard this, because I'm pretty sure having higher resistance helps dual guard magic, your chance of dual guarding is based off of your defense stats and support ranks, but it's the defense stat that applies to whether the attack is physical or magical. So, for magical attacks, it's resistance. But the bonus that you get out of defense or resistance alone is really, really small unless your stats are insanely high, so... Mercenary dodge in this game just looks so, they do that huge backflip thing. I mean, mercenaries have always been, like, had really weird jumping animation. And yes! There we go! I can now use Leif's Blade. That thing is amazing. Okay, you're all ganging up on Anna. That's not good, but hopefully she doesn't... Well, that's good. That's definitely not dying. Yeah, whenever there's someone who can't counterattack, all the enemies gang up on them. Come on, attack other people! I mean, Donnie is pretty much invincible at this point. Especially when he's backed up by a dragon. Oh, did I say that the 11 sword was only good on the Avatar and on Tricksters? It's also good on Donald, because, well, his magic growth is surprisingly... There we go, thank you! I would have preferred if that didn't hit, but oh well.
What? Dead already?
Well, you were using an effective axe. Okay, yeah, I will need to kill that thief soon. I think he's going to escape the map. Because of that, I actually want to kill the hero now. I think that'll be good. Just be careful about provoking these enemies, because I'm pretty sure that if you provoke them, you provoke Gangrel as well, and you don't want to provoke Gangrel before you're ready. But what I want to do, though, here is, I want to kill this guy now. Although, okay, firstly, actually, I'll do that secondly. Firstly, I have no reason to equip the bronze sword anymore. And now, hopefully, I can do severe damage to you. Because this guy is actually really brutal. And no dual strike, great. None of you have Worm Slayers, right? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I need to kill that thief quickly, but hopefully I should be able to. Lissa needs to heal Vake, though. You're going to be healing a lot in this chapter, just saying. And Vake, go here. Olivia, okay, I don't think... Okay, I'm pretty sure reinforcements, there's usually at least a one-turn gap between waves of reinforcements, so... I need to do one more damage. You all have one more HP than I... That's really annoying, actually. You have fire... Oh, fire, wind, and thunder. That's kind of cool. I think Anna actually needs to get rid of one of these guys herself, so I'll just take out that one. That dodge was pretty good, though.
Come again.
Due to her lack of support, I might not end up using Anna very much in this run, and that's why I wanted to give her a chance, now at least. And I was about to say which of you needs more experience, but you're both level 15, so both of you actually don't need experience. Is Solidarity... It's 3 spaces, not a... Actually, it is adjacent. Yeah, it's adjacent. Okay, so Riken actually attacks better from here. Shame there's no attack boosting supports in this game. And he didn't even critical. Yeah, of course. I put all that effort and he didn't even critical. Yeah, like I was saying, shame there's no attack boosting support in this game because, well, there sort of is with pair-ups, but, I mean, like, adjacent supports. Because if there were, then I could just give it one attack boost and then Riken would be able to one-shot these guys. But at this point, he can't. Yeah, I'd much rather keep Mary Sue in the lead here. And I just want to level up her sword rank a bit more. And with that, I really, really hope that there are not reinforcements coming this turn. Actually, Stully can do this. Forgot about that guy.
I'm right here.
Hopefully they'll be in a good position to cut off the thief next turn as well. Also, this is some pretty amazing music. And the question is, who do I dance for? The main reason why I'm worried about who to dance for is because, I don't want... I'm not sure if reinforcements spawn again this turn. I know that there are more reinforcements, but I think there's at least a one-turn gap between reinforcement waves. But if I'm wrong, I'm going to be very, very wrong. I'm going to pay for it very badly. I did practice this chapter, but it was a while ago and I forgot where reinforcements are, so I'm going to go ahead and just dance for Lissa for experience. And to maybe put Lissa... Actually, this side needs a healer more, so I'll have Lissa inch towards this side a bit more, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very slowly inch towards this side. Okay, good, they come from above this turn. Okay, that's not going to matter because Donald and Noe are going to kill you next turn. And Noe is doubling. That is amazing. That's also amazing. I'm pretty sure Leif's Blade doesn't activate if you're doing a dual strike, so that's annoying. Also, I think Arms Rift doesn't work on dual strikes either, and that is a little not good for you, but at least 1 defense is good, and plus 2 HP. Yeah, well, no, he doesn't double this guy, obviously. But she has thick scales, and that helps in not feeling things.
Are you ready?
Hello there, mage, trying to take advantage of me not being able to counterattack. Ah, sorry, you failed. Okay, now, if you double... Okay, good, you're not doubling. I was concerned for a moment, but this shouldn't be too bad. No, I will need a heal, though. And I could have really used a dual strike there, Donnie. Also, that hero looks hilarious when he's damaged. And his natural evasion rate, even without a pair-up partner, is pretty amazing. Oh, that hero's trying to cross the river. I see what you're doing there. Promoted classes tend to have less of a movement cost on rivers than unpromoted classes. Well, on foot ones, because mounted promoted classes can't cross rivers at all, but... Do we have javelins? Yes, we do. Yeah, you do have an axe. I thought that. Gotta watch out for him. He's trying something very sneaky. I don't like that. Okay, let's see. Sully, fight this guy.
Look out.
I think there might be another wave of reinforcement from the center forts this turn. Like I said, you want to hang back until the reinforcement waves end, because if you rush ahead and get ambushed by all the reinforcements, then that's really, really... Well, obviously it's not good, but... yeah, the Vake needs the experience the more here. Speaking of things that I need to do the more, actually, wait a minute, I can just go straight past and take the thief down now. That's really good. And I may have to do that, actually. How are you going? Yeah, Cordelia is also fairly injured, so... But you're on a forest and you have a sword, so Vake, let me just see Vake's... I mean, that's obviously out. That's still quite bad, and your defense is really high. Okay, can you... You can't escape the map this turn. Just want to be careful of these two. Just gonna make sure that thief doesn't get away either, but I don't think he... You know what? I'm not chancing it.
Get ready. It's over.
And you better get a gold bar for that. And it didn't trigger, but... At least, okay, let me see. Oh, he's not even gonna one-shot. That's actually really terrible. Yeah, as much as I want to... Can I get a heal in there? I was about to say I could get Lissa in there, heal, and then run. Or I could not do that, because... Aha! You have a physics staff! That is perfect. That's exactly what I need. What's your range on that? Not enough for that, but... Just gotta be careful that I don't accidentally enter range of the physical reinforcements, because that would be extremely bad for Maribel. Or I could just go here and then, provided this is in range. That's still not in range, okay. Still not in range. How far does that physics staff even go? Oh, right! Pfft, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm stupid. I was trying to heal Cordelia, and I obviously couldn't, because... How far does your physics staff go, though? Magic over 2, but Riken boosts your magic considerably, so I think I might be able to reach over there. If I switch over there and use a physics staff, I would be able to reach Cordelia down there, and then I would be able to have Olivia dance for her so she could run back here and switch back to Riken in preparation for more mages incoming. Perfect, that's the plan. Okay, let's execute the plan now. I just hope it doesn't go horribly wrong.
Right behind you.
Just seriously, let's look at his portrait there. He's just like, he doesn't look severely injured, he's more like, I'm so frustrated. Getting some good level ups there, Cordelia. And a Master Seal, in case you want to promote early, which I don't want you to, but still. Okay, let's see how far my staff goes. I could potentially heal her from a lot closer than that. Yeah, that's almost the end of their range. Actually, it's probably better if I go out here, because that way Olivia wouldn't be too close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Olivia's safe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless, like, paladins come out of those spots or something, which would be terrible, but I don't think will happen. There we go. Do that. Dance for her.
Luck be with us.
I always found it hilarious how the music would, like, due to the way battle themes worked in this game, the music would just dramatically swell every time Olivia started dancing, which, in chapters like this, it kind of feels really out of place and weird. You know what? This is actually better. Take this guy down.
My strength is yours. Come on.
Nicely done.
Also, welcome to the land of Crom and Mary Sue never get hit ever. Because Crom just dual strikes all the time. Those stats are important for what you're doing right now, but they're kind of weird. That speed, though, Mary Sue's speed should be a lot higher than that by this level. I'm actually a little worried. The reason why I actually did that first was because I can now move down here, switch over, and I get Solidarity. Not that it's going to help, because I'm almost certainly not going to critical.
We are superior.
Don't look down on me.
But Riken proved me wrong. I should wish for no criticals more often. And with that, I am going to kind of slightly heal. The only thief on the map is gone, so we can just open the chest at our leisure now. And you're the only one left to move. Which side? Because that side already has has 2 healers, so I need Lissa more around here, but I don't want to be in range of reinforcements of death, because reinforcements of death are bad. Oh, the Wyvern Riders come from there. So there were Wyvern Rider reinforcements, just not where I thought they were.
Over already?
No worries.
Oh yeah, that guy does have an Armor Slayer. So if you brought Kellum or Frederick to this map, just be careful if you're trying to use them to... That's actually a... Maybe I shouldn't have equipped the Bronze Sword on Stahl. Okay, I'm pretty sure there is at least one more wave of reinforcements from the center fort, so just watch out for that. And also watch out for these Wyvern Riders, because if they come after your weak and vulnerable characters, I might need to pull my battle lines back a little bit. So like I was saying, that's actually quite a sneaky trick using an Armor Slayer on a reinforcement here, because they know that you're going to try and do a choke point strategy with an armored unit here, and they're going to punish you for it. That is just evil. That is pure evil. And I actually think a lance would be effective at this point.
Quick and dirty.
I'm only doing this to grind his lance rank, but still. Exactly enough. Please don't get screwed this time. That was actually very good. That was very good. And he can actually use that Armor Slayer, but I'm not going to need it here because I don't think there are any enemy armored units in this map, so I'm going to convoy that for the moment. We're going to be needing that soon enough, but not now. Yeah, Stully is still getting severely strength blessed. People are saying that I should be more glass half full and say that Stahl is not getting RNG screwed, Sully is getting RNG blessed. That is good, but Sully is getting really screwed in speed, though. It's kind of weird. I have very bizarre luck with Cain and Abel characters. It's just kind of a thing that happens with me. And what I want to do, though, is I want to pull back and switch to the Vake, because Vake desperately needs more experience. And I don't want this Wyvern Rider to hit Rickon at all, because the last time that happened, he was only saved by a miraculous dual guard. And I actually want... Okay, I can do this, I can let them get the event tile, but I can also heal. I can go here, switch to Maribel, heal, and Maribel should be fine if mages come out of the forts, because she has pretty decent resistance. Please. Yes! Those are two quite different subjects. Rickon should try talking to, well, Pegasi aren't exactly forest creatures, so Sumia might not be appropriate, but I actually saw Rickon and Parn's support conversations before. Parn is actually the fastest support with Rickon, which I find kind of weird, but their supports actually aren't that bad. I prefer other pairings with Parn, though. Okay, who wants to, I might as well just put Mary Sue back here. And, okay, let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Olivia would not be safe going there, so... I think this is sort of the best I can do with Olivia now. Once Olivia gets stronger, and yes, Olivia does get stronger, she can actually be a somewhat decent combat unit later on, but for now, I'm going to have to keep her protected. Speaking of becoming a somewhat decent combat unit, yeah, very good skill, speed, and luck. Her strength has a little bit of issues, but not that much. Like, her strength isn't actually terrible, it's just not fantastic. Unlike what you'd normally expect from a mostly non-combat oriented character. Actually, I don't trust Noe's HP there. I knew it! Center reinforcements, and I'm pretty sure that's the last wave of reinforcements for this chapter. So hopefully we are safe now, and I could really use a dual guard. Yeah, that might have actually been kind of bad. And the Vake gain magic. But defense is good. That's going to help because he's about to get hit by... Okay, I'm slightly worried. Please, duel... Oh, that's terrible.
You want some?
That is Even worse, okay, I need a dual guard now. I need Cordelia to dual guard you now, Vague, or I need you to dodge. Because that Wyvern Rider is going to be incoming, and that's terrible. Dual guard, please. Please miss or dual guard. Please, 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 please. Yes! Okay, I think I'm safe. You know, I was about to say, like, really thinking about it, the chances of all of those 60% hitting Vague in the space of one turn are actually not all that high. But even then, that still worried me a lot.
Stay with us.
Oh no, you're going to still experience.
Checkmate.
Oh yeah, you critical with 8%, and Ricken fails to critical with 48%. And that... Okay, another case in point as to why wind tomes are terrible. That was I think that is the first time ever in this entire playthrough that a critical hit has not killed. So, yeah. For the record, wind tomes are terrible. Well, basic wind tomes are.
Nicely done.
The higher level ones aren't so bad, but the basic wind tome is just incredibly terrible. Probably one of the worst weapons in the game.
Get it together. Save some for
Oh yeah, you have an axe, I forgot about that. More wyverns incoming.
I'm here.
Yeah, I get the feeling that if I hadn't used the Vulnero on Noe there, the enemies would have gone stacks on her rather than stacks on Vague.
Come on, Donnie.
Okay, now when you see higher support levels from characters, get used to seeing combats like this, where you have 4 attacks in one round and one of them is a critical. That actually tends to happen quite a lot. Okay, Sully, you got this. Actually, you don't got this. Now you got this. Yeah, 100% accuracy even with a weapon triangle disadvantage.
damn nuisance.
And the hero down there is still going, I'm so frustrated. And yet more strength, but still also speed, which is good. Speaking of speed, that's going to Virion immediately. Yeah, someone's pointed out to me that Kellum has been gaining more speed than Virion in this playthrough, and that is just really, really sad. Let's go ahead and use the men's staff on Vague. Even that's not going to fully heal him.
Thanks.
That's the problem with high HP characters like fighters. It often takes multiple uses of healing staves to fully cure them. Speaking of multiple uses of healing staves, I actually think I'm going to have to do this with Maribel. Because I'm pretty sure the reinforcements are gone. But yeah, reinforcements in this chapter are really brutal if you don't pay attention to them. So, time to advance forward and not get into Gangrel's range until we're absolutely ready, because he will move. I don't think I've mentioned that yet that you can't that you can hold down A to fast forward battles, but haven't really done that much yet. But I will do that for Olivia a lot. I really don't like it in Fire Emblem when people skip animations, battle animations, or I mean I do when I'm grinding, but she gained strength and not magic, and I love this quote from her. I do when I'm grinding, but in a lot of other playthroughs, people just tend to turn off animations, and I really hate it when that happens, because it makes the game feel so impersonal. It makes it feel more like Advance Wars than Fire Emblem. And don't get me wrong, I love Advance Wars, but I love it for completely different reasons than I love Fire Emblem. And event tile number 2. Oh. But this is a pretty good quote too. Whip! Really? Okay, yeah, weapon proficiency is totally useless for Manichetes because they have no weapon ranks, so that was a complete waste of an event tile. Thanks, RNG. Yeah, that's gonna change in Fire Emblem the new Fire Emblem, because it's been shown that Dragonstones do have weapon ranks in that game. But that's, for the future.
My gratitude.
Well, only one more level at... Yeah, Lisa pretty much said it better than I could. Okay, more reinforcements. I didn't know a mage came from there, so the reinforcements weren't completely gone, but they were at least mostly gone.
Class dismissed.
Is this the first chapter where we've seen Vake critical? It might be. Yeah, pretty much the stats you'd expect from a fighter. Can't really fault him for that. That is not a hero.
Careful here.
Oh, I thought that would be critical.
Me on size.
Very kind of you.
And Star... Okay, good. Star's ranked up his Lancers. That means he can get rid of crappy Bronze Lancers.
Look out.
I had a feeling that was going to hit, actually. Oh, no attack from Stahl. And Stahl is going to have to attack because he's going to need to level up soon. And level 15. You generally want to be about 15 by the time that you complete this chapter. Actually, probably higher than 15, but still. So, correction, the reinforcements weren't completely gone, but they were almost gone. What turn number is it? Turn 8. Okay, Gangrel has officially lost his Lucky 7 bonus now. So, now is the time when you actually want to take him on. But first, you want to lure some of his minions away from him, because you kind of don't want to have to deal with them and Gangrel at the same time. You're both 14, that's good. You're both almost 15, but, maybe I should just get this over and done with. And that's a lot of damage. Hopefully that'll miss. Of course it wouldn't. I'm out of physics staffs, and I don't want to speak too soon, but I think no more reinforcements come from the top forts. So I am hopefully safe. Okay, yeah, Anna needs to go down here because there's a chest there. But first, yeah, I actually think you need the experience more, so you're going to go ahead and heal Vake. And you are going to heal Noe.
That felt good.
And first level up for Anna. Yeah, I was about to say, if she doesn't... I haven't actually seen a lot of Anna's quotes, so that's actually pretty cool. I was about to say, if she doesn't get luck, I'm going to be very angry, but she did, so I'm fine. Okay, almost time to go after Gangrel, just not quite. And when going after Gangrel, I kind of want Crom to do it, obviously. Anyone else need some healing? Yeah, I'll be ready to lure the enemies from that side with Donald and Noe. Maybe get Vake and Cordelia in on the action as well. I really hope Olivia's safe here, because if those forts actually do spawn more reinforcements, then that's going to be really, really bad. Actually, I was covering one of them, but I'm not anymore. And I would have Ricken cover that one, but then Gangrel would come after him, and that's really not good. As much as Ricken would probably like being able to prove himself against Gangrel, I really don't think that'd be the smartest choice. Oh, more wyverns, okay. See, lots of reinforcements in this chapter, and I hope that's the last of them. Although I don't trust it to be the last of them. Okay, Elwind is not a terrible wind tome,
We'll do it together.
so it can take these guys down. Oh yeah, you critical with a 7%, but you don't critical with 48.
That got ugly.
And that went over 100 damage, nice. Once again, Ricken proves himself by getting defense. And yeah, I really, really don't want more reinforcements to come. I'm pretty sure more reinforcements are not going to come, but I was wrong twice now, so I really, really don't trust that. As much as I would like to block off this fort and lure Gangrel at the same time, that's not exactly a good thing because I would get hit by a whole lot of other enemies as well. Okay, yeah, you can attack past that guy, so... But maybe it is time to start luring these ones.
Come on.
Thank you.
One level up on Crom before he fights Gangrel would be useful, I will admit. Now I might go and put Noe here. I said Noe there. Yeah, that Dragonstone is going to break soon, but I shouldn't worry too much because, okay, I don't think the Vake really wants to get hit by magic, so I'm going to keep him, still going to keep him back for a bit. We are so close, I just don't want to screw up now. Heal the Stully.
Thanks.
Well, just one half of Stully. And I might as well get these two in on the action in the lower front as well.
Very nice.
The thing about this is, Olivia and Gregor are not going to gain much support points at all, because I probably should have separated them. I might have to grind their supports in skirmishes, because, yeah, it's very hard to get support points in battle for dancers, because you don't want dancers to be in battle. Might as well heal 1 HP. It's experience.
Thank you.
And extra staff levels for Anna. Even though I'm probably not going to use her all that much. Okay, please let there be no more reinforcements. Yes, thank you. This means that it will be about time to start actually fighting Gangrel himself.
Get ready.
Nice one.
Thanks.
And double level up. That was better. That was, well, normal. I think Donnie may have maxed one of his stats by now. Yeah, I usually tend to... That hurt a lot more than I expected. I usually...
I will not fail.
And no dual strike. I mean, a critical, but, I mean, no dual strike. Oh, I definitely want you to level up before Gangrel, though. Unfortunately, there's no magic that's effective against dragons in this game. Well, I mean, there is, but it's only one tome, and the enemies... Let's just say that if the enemies had it, I would be very, very surprised. Okay, one mage.
I've got you.
Oh, that's a terrible hit rate. That would have been ironic if that had actually hit, but... Noe's doubling, which is always a good sign. Come on, I want Noe to critical more. She has a bit of...
How about this?
Speaking of criticals, that is the definition of overkill.
That felt good.
Leaving the guy on 1 HP and then finishing him with a critical. Okay, Gangrel... I thought that Gangrel moved when you got in his range, but it turns out that he moves when you get into any of his close minions' ranges. So, I kind of need to take him down this turn, otherwise I'm going to have serious problems. Crom really needs to be the one to finish him. But Crom won't double. And I can't get Olivia there in time.
I owe you.
So, this is going to be a bit of a dilemma. Also, you're going to double Rick in, aren't you? Yes, you are! The Rickon has pretty much no risk of actually killing Gangrel. I wonder if I could actually do that. I mean, I still have an 8% chance of a critical, and critical won't kill, but critical from that definitely will kill. Rickon is going to be in no risk of dying if I do things right. Oh, actually, I have to be careful here. If I rout the enemies before I grab this chest, I will not... Because I can't get Olivia to Anna. Or can I? I may be able to do a super epic pair-up trade maneuver to actually get Olivia over to Anna, so that's actually not out of the question. So I can ignore that. Firstly, though... let's see, who needs some... Everyone's pretty much at a level 14 by now. Actually, who isn't 14? I don't think anyone isn't 14 here. So... yeah, may as well vake this guy.
I'm here.
Damn.
Yeah, I might actually need all these people to, yeah, I'm also going to need to heal Ricken majorly, if that was the case. Okay, maybe my Ricken strategy is not such a good idea. Okay, firstly, let's see if I can... I'm gonna have to... Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna have to move over here, switch over to Gregor, transfer, and that puts Star with Olivia. By doing this, I'll be able to grab this chest with Anna. However, barring some epic trading maneuver to kill Gangrel, get his Levin Sword onto Anna, and then have Anna use the Levin Sword to kill that guy and open the chest, I think... You know, is that possible? That may actually be possible now that I think about it, but, oh, wait a minute, I still have Donald and Noe free. I think I have enough characters to fully finish this map this turn. Yes, I definitely do. So, here's how this is going to work. Ricken is going to go here, and he's going to actually take less damage from being on a forest. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I think this is going to be how things will work. So, firstly, Ricken weakens Gangrel. I mean, this is all going to be for nothing if Prom doesn't finish Gangrel off in one round, but hopefully he will. Let me just see. 22% of a critical, 77% chance of Merisu dual striking. I'll need to... Merisu could actually... No, okay, if I do this, Merisu could take Katarina's bolt. Yeah, I think this is a better course of action, despite the fact that it'll mean that I get exposed to more damage from Gangrel. It means that this will happen. Also, get ready for some really epic music. And I also get to show off Gangrel's non-special boss quote, because, yes, Gangrel does indeed have a special boss quote with Crom. Wait a minute, 13 times 3 is, yeah, if that criticals, it won't kill him. Also, this line, I like how they translated this line, because in the Japanese version, this line was pretty much, friendship sucks. But anyway, hey Gangrel, you tried to kidnap Maribel before. Now let's see how her husband-to-be likes it.
We are superior.
Nice.
They won't hurt you.
Oh, if that had been a double dual guard, that would have been perfect, but it sadly wasn't. Oh wait, my assessment of having the perfect combination of characters relied on Stahl being able to attack when in fact that is not the case due to... Okay, I may have to rethink things. Because Gangrel is definitely going to die. I mean, hopefully going to die. Let's finish this, Gangrel.
Now I'm angry.
Let's do this, Gangrel.
You're all right.
My turn.
I equipped the wrong weapon on Merisu. Are you serious? I forgot to trade Katarina's bolt. Okay, new plan. New rapidly switched over plan. $18 damage. Olivia has how much resistance? 3. Okay, new plan. Okay, yeah, I screwed that up pretty majorly, and I probably deserve to fail this now, but I could potentially salvage this. I think this mage is the least of our worries here, unless he would kill Crom, which would be very, very annoying if that happened. 18 plus 1... That would be a kill, wouldn't it? Well, I know that this guy definitely needs to die. And he definitely will die. Oh, and if I did do things like this... Okay. I actually can't kill the mage now because... if I did, I wouldn't get this chest. How many criticals has Donnie done this chapter? Is anyone keeping count?
I've done it.
Okay, there we go. That's, Leif's blade working. Yeah, now here's the bit where things get complicated, because I'm going to actually have to dance for Crom, and then hope no one dies next turn. Okay, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice some thematicness for safety. Yeah, if I switch over to Mary Sue, I'm almost... that protects Crom from potentially dying. So, yeah. Here, I sacrifice safety for thematic... And he doubles Mary Sue even with Crom's pair-up bonus. Wow. Yeah, Gangrel's resistance is very, very good. But let me just see. Who has a better weapon that Mary Sue can use? If I traded over Katarina's Bolt... Get rid of the useless Wind Tome. That's actually still worse than the Iron Sword. Okay, Gangrel, now we finish this.
I've got your back. To hell with all of it.
And thus, Mary Sue claims the weapon they're actually meant to use, and so that actually works out pretty well. Let's get rid of the Bronze Sword, and a Dragonstone, which she can't use. If she did, she'd be even more Sue-ish. And... oh, I still have Lissa, but she can't really do anything here. I'm almost certain that guy can't kill anyone, and just in case, I'm going to put Lissa here, so that, I mean... You know what? Cheap rescue staff experience. You know, I could actually rescue Olivia. I mean, she's in no danger. This guy won't kill her, but, yeah, this guy won't kill her, but I actually might as well do that. Unless the rescue staff is an idiot and puts her, because there's 4 squares that Olivia could potentially go with this rescue staff, and if I know my... Yep, the rescue staff put her in range anyway. Well, that was... That was useful.
You up for this?
That was very useful. But things all worked out anyway, because Anna can now claim this chest. For a goddess icon. And now the only thing that's left to do is finish off the remaining enemy with whoever needs the most experience. And I would, as much as I would love to do this with Olivia... Well, I mean, Olivia would fail miserably because her strength is pretty bad at this point. Oh, I forgot she's not paired up with Gregor. Gregor can't even one-shot that guy. Okay, as annoying as this seems, I'm actually gonna have to use some, You know what? Rescue gives more experience than men, so... Just do this. Lizard's so close to promoting! Oh, really? You know what? Let's make it official. And thus, Lissa will be our first promotion. And she gains strength, obviously. It's like the game's telling me to promote her to the class I don't want her to promote to. So, with that, units. Let's see who has the level, and, let's see. Gregor's still 12. Maribel is still 13, but she doesn't level up the same way everyone else does. Yeah, if anything, Ricken needs the experience the most here, so, I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to, okay, trade Katarina's Bolt back. She can't even use the Levin sword yet! That's irony in its finest, wow. The Avatar can't even use the weapon they're known for in Smash Brothers, wow. That is hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, I'll bet this is not going to be a critical. Of course. Well, it was touch and go at the end there, but it is finally done, and apparently Noe and Donald were the heroes there. 11 turns, not bad, and we managed to get the experience off all the reinforcements, get both chests. Of course, the fight with Gangrel went worse than I expected, but I made it work. So, that's it.
Sire.
That's it. The others are surrendering.
Good. Sire.
Plegia and Yillis are at peace once again. Seriously, where were Basilio and Flavia before? I know they were fighting the main force while we went after Gangrel ourselves, but still, we could have used their help there. Well, I mean, there were a lot of losses. I mean, one main one.
Nah.
And we could tell, I mean, Gangrel obviously did have a hard life, but that in no way justified the things that he did.
Forgive me.
Please.
Really? Considering that Emerin died to stop Chrom handing over the emblem, I think that joke's kind of in bad taste.
Oh, great.
Oh yes, Flavia's gonna send a whole bunch of thieves into Plegia's chest and just loot everything, isn't she? Now, yeah, there's a scene that would be there if Chrom wasn't married. But now we have the epilogue of Act 1. With Chrom and his generic faceless bride, because it could have been anyone. So yes, at the end of that scene, if Chrom wasn't married, that's where Chrom's auto-marriage would have happened. But since I did marry him, sadly, to Mary Sue, we didn't see that. So, at last the war between Yillis and Plegia has ended. Prince Chrom and Mary Sue, and this line is said even if they're not married, it's completely non-romantic in nature. Now, apparently in the Japanese version, Chrom actually did take the title of Exalt, so that's a pretty big change. And this is why he had to be married before this chapter. This dialogue doesn't change no matter who he marries, it's completely ambiguous. And thus, Mary Sue became Queen of Yillis, and as her first act as queen, Mary Sue declared that everyone would wear fishnet stockings all the time. But yeah, it seems that the sad past brought on by Chrom's father finally is starting to heal. But of course, it's only a third of the way through the game. Things can't be that simple. Next time on Fire Emblem Awakening, it's going to be 2 years later. And we'll see just how things have changed. So, until then, this is Big Clingy signing off. Let's just hope Mary Sue's reasonable in the 2 years of ruling, although I know she won't be. I'm going to get back to this game and everyone's going to be wearing gothic clothes and fake vampire fangs, aren't they? Anyway, see you next time, everyone.